What is going on, guys? Today we're doing another Fan Mail Friday. I'm going to say this now because I don't know if I've said this before. Maybe you didn't hear me or something. But I'm going to start spacing these out. I think last time I did one of these I said this. But I'm going to start spacing these out a lot more instead of doing them every Friday. So I feel like if I space them out more so I get more questions in, then I'll be able to make a video that's not just a 2-minute long thing answering 10 emails. I don't know how many of y'all are going to send stuff in, but email is always in the description down there if you want to shoot me something for the next week's or next whenever's video for Friday mail thing. And what you're going to want to do about that, if in the subject, put anonymous if you do not want me to say your name, or I will be saying your name, so there you go with that. We're moving on. First one from Aaron Pico, I probably just butchered your name. It says, "Hi, this is one of your fans saying hello." Well, hello, Aaron Pico. Thank you for that incredibly fulfilling email full of sustenance and value. I appreciate that. From O-Wings Shudson, I don't know how to say that, says, "Can I play Reflex with you sometime?" Sent from my Galaxy tab, reserved. Hey, probably not, because I don't do a ton of Reflex multiplayer. My Steam's friend list has like 30 some odd people pending on there right now because I don't have a ton of friend spots to be given out, and I don't do Reflex multiplayer a ton because when I do that, either everybody's on the wrong track or there is nobody to do multiplayer with. So yeah, occasionally I'll try and get a lobby together and that never ends up working out. Says, okay, from the same guy, says, "You can't add me on Snapchat. P.S. Love your videos." Well, the Snapchat thing should work fine. That's not my doing. It's at the beginning of every video, bottom right corner, if you're wondering about Snapchat, which, yeah, by the way, I will be getting on that. I honestly, if you have me on Snapchat, I go through the stories, but I honestly only check those personal Snapchats like once a week, once every 2 weeks maybe. I don't do the personal chats ton. Occasionally, like I'll sit down to take like a couple hours and go through all of them, but I don't actively answer those immediately. I will get back to you, but at some point, but it's not going to be terribly quick because there's a lot of those, so sorry about that. From Harrison Levido, moving on to another email here, says, "Keep up your good work," in the subject line, and there is nothing in the actual email there. So thanks for that, Harrison. The fact that people think this is good means a lot. From James Opalewski, I don't know how to say that name. I probably just completely butchered that. I apologize, James. Says, "White guy, what's up, man? How have you been? I just wanted to send you, the letter U, a little message saying that you're the coolest guy in the world, and I hope one day we can meet in person. It would be a dream come true, and keep making them videos. Stay fresh, like a..." Wow, that's bad grammar. This is all one long run-on sentence, boy. "Stay fresh like a new set of tires and a 125 or 4-stroke. Ooh, who has a... Oh. 2 strokes, not a good thing. That engine's a flawed concept, which maybe that'll be another video another time, explaining why the 2-stroke engine itself is a flawed concept. It's a bad concept, it's a bad idea, terrible design with the 2-stroke engine. If the 2-stroke engine was not a flawed concept, you would be seeing it somewhere else. But since it's phased out of everything for a good reason, because the 2-strokes themselves, the engine itself is just a stupid idea that degrades itself, just the engine destroys itself when it runs. It's stupid. Anyways, 125 4-strokes. Call me crazy, but I don't think I'm gonna fit. That's like aren't those like pit bikes? I don't think I'll fit in a 125 4-stroke. It seems like it'd be like putting a regular sized person on a 50. Not gonna work out. And have a good day. Last time I sent you fan mail, you said my last name right, so good job on that. And then you get that little whatchamacallit, the emoji of like okay thing. I don't know how to describe that. But James Opalewski, did I say it right this time? Let me know. Actually, I probably just butchered the crap out of everybody's name. I'm gonna apologize that. From Jake Pletcher says, "Fan mail Friday/Monday." That's a good one because I did do one of these on Monday because I felt bad missing it on a Friday. But he says, "Hey, white guy, thought it'd be cool to ask a few questions and try to connect with the viewers a bit more. What's your favorite motocross game of all time?" Well, it's obviously Reflex. Honestly, I'd probably invested more time in Reflex, but favorite might be Unleashed, just because you can mod the game out a lot more than you could normally with you can mod out Unleashed, like there's snowmobiles and modded tricks in there. You can mod that game a lot more. There's a track editor with it that I can actually use, so that's also cool. Here's my phone. I'm gonna get out of here. It says, then the third one says, "Did I see Star Wars Episode 7? If so, how would I rate the movie?" Saw it. Wasn't a big fan of it because spoiler alert right now. Spoiler alert, if you don't want to hear spoilers, I will have text on screen when there are spoilers going on. Right now, there will be text on screen saying this is a spoiler. Okay, so now on to this. The movie was not original. The fact that they just essentially blew up another large Death Star. It's like they built a bigger ball, and then the rebels came and blew it up. I'm getting kind of tired of that. They didn't really do anything new with it. They just added. It's like when DICE made Battlefield Hardline and called it its own game when it's really just a reskinned Battlefield 4. That's kind of like what Disney did. They just reskinned A New Hope and Return of the Jedi. I was not a big fan of it. I thought it was kind of bad. I love all your videos. The channel is the reason I didn't refund Reflex, all the custom track. I also bought an Xbox controller so I could play it. Keep up the good work and stay sexy. Heart, BMX 541773. So thank you for that, Jake Pletcher. I probably just completely butchered that name. Moving on from Cole Sotak. Hopefully I got that name right because that seems like it'd be a pretty easy one to get. Hey, white guy. I've known about your channel for a long time, at least 6 or 7 years. I haven't been doing this for 6 or 7 years, buddy. That's just a blatant lie, because I can tell you right now for a fact I have not been doing this for 7 years. But it's great to see you come so far. I absolutely crave your videos. Don't stop kicking ass. Congrats on 19,000 subscribers. You deserve it. And actually, at the moment we have my analytics tab I can open up on the other screen here. We have, as soon as that loads, I haven't heard that email. Thank you, Cole Sotak. We have. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, that just says 20K. It doesn't actually give me the exact number of subscribers there. It's rounding up to 20,000. Unless I've actually hit 20,000. No, we have 19,671. So we're getting pretty damn close to 20,000 there. It's kind of neat. Oh, what did I just do? Oh no. Oh, wait, can't undo that. Let's undo that. I don't know what I just did. Okay, from James Harris says, yo, white guy, you ever heard / seen tricking? It's a combination of marts. No, I never heard of it. Okay, my backflip's down. Can you post this video? Thanks. I can probably not post that video in there because I get kind of busy right now. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get this video done because I gotta go do stuff and I just want to get this thing edited together, put together for you guys so I don't go another week with missing another one of these from Trevor Wright says, fan mail. What do you think about my 1982 RM 460? What? RM 465? What? These pictures I probably hopefully have put some pictures on screen for y'all down. I'm going to download these right now if it starts downloading them. But yeah, RM2 465. That it's bored out to 500. Yes, it's a 2-stroke. That is badass. Do you think someone is 5'11", 140? 5'11", 140. That seems really light for 140 seems really light for 5'11". Maybe I'm wrong there, but I don't know. But yeah, 500. I always tell people to get 500s, and this guy actually has one. That's freaking awesome. All right, so thanks for that, Trevor Wright. Hopefully y'all saw some pictures of that. That's just neat. From Damon Patterson is the next one. When you read my email last time, you made my day. I really appreciate it. Also, do you watch Super SX1? Oh yeah, this is the email from January 12th, so I'm kind of behind on this by a bit. Yeah, I saw that first race when Pike was punching. I honestly don't have a comment on that, but I do know that Fox Sports 1 is going to be pushing that so hard. Like, I think with the last race, which was Oakland, right? Third race this season was Oakland, right? Because this is Friday, so there's another race Saturday at the day after this, there's the Phoenix or whatever Glendale race in Arizona. But yeah, I think they're going to keep pushing this Weston Pike versus Freezy thing because they can, and it's going to make money for them, and they're going to use that. They say they are against fighting like that, but I know they're going to keep pushing it to try and make money. He says, I can't get a 10, and it won't work, and then there's a bunch of sad faces. So thank you for that. Damon Patterson. From Jesse Allen says, fan mail, duh. Says, hey boy, I've been watching you since around 5,000 subscribers. I comment occasionally, Jesse Allen, I've seen that name down there, and I also play MX Simulator. I enjoy watching you screw around because we're about the same skill level, so the skill level implies I have some skill to begin with, which is might be a false assumption there. I'm really happy that your channel is starting to snowball, but I'm kind of sad. But the more subscribers you get, the less personal this whole thing gets. Well, that's why I'm going to try and keep doing this. I can't do them every Friday, but if I get the chance, I'm going to do these on Fridays. So if you guys would have emails, again, down in the description, I will get to all of these in one video at some point during some Friday of some month. He says, if you think keep playing Sim, I'll be farther on the side of the trend. No, I'm not going to keep blowing. I'm not diehard into Sim. He says, I think Sim will blow you up. I don't want to be blown up. I don't want Sim to go a la Akbar on me. That doesn't seem very fun. He says, Dio and Yellow S2K are trendsetters-ish. What I mean is they're getting Sim attention and getting the ball rolling forward. Just keep practicing into important, above average laps. Yeah, I can't do that. This set you apart when it comes to competition and Sim blows up. Yeah, I'm not diehard into Sim, I'm sorry, and I don't think it's going to blow up. How long has that game been around? and it's still way overpriced, and it is. To get people are going to try and argue that Sim is like, oh, it's justified because there's all this free extra content. It's like, no, user-generated content does not factor into the game's price. It should not be factored in. If you look at Sim objectively, it's like $48 or something, $44 or something like that right now, and that's ridiculous. It should be like a $10 or maybe a $10, $20, probably closer to $15 game at most. For what you get with Sim, you're paying so goddamn much for it because there's no other competition for it, and this really, unless you want to count MXer's ATV Supercross Encore as competition, but that game doesn't even work right now, so you can't really do much with that. But that game is so overpriced. Like, if you look at other stuff you can buy for that same cost, you get like Kerbal Space Program, Battlefield 4, Crysis 3, Titanfall, I think it's like even $10 now. VRC Pro, MX vs. ATV Reflex. I'm trying to think of what other games I know off the top of my head. Dirt 3 Complete Edition, somewhere around there, I think. You get the point now. I think that's like, if you look at the other games you get for that same price, MX Simulator is objectively an absolutely awful value. For the money, it's absolutely ridiculous if you look at the other games. They're AAA games that are selling for that same price. Like, when you can get Battlefield 4 and all the DLC, which has way higher development costs with it, way more active game with way more development to it, and you get that game for considerably less than Sim, that's kind of ridiculous. Sim's absolutely overpriced right now. If you look at it objectively instead of being a subjective fanboy, as most of the comments are probably being from me saying that it's overpriced, because it is. Anyway, moving on from that. Next email says from All the Time RC. It says, Dear White Guy, hey man, love your videos. Just wanted to tell you that I love your videos. Keep up the good work, and can I please play more VRC Pro? I actually have a lot of RC Simulation 2.0 stuff I'm sitting on right now to upload in the future. I got some more VRC coming too. Got lots of stuff. Play Need for Speed. Probably not, because I'm not a big fan of those games. Thanks, man. Keep up the good work. Later, man. Smiley face. His picture attracts a Stampede as his profile picture, maybe? I don't know. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Hopefully I was somewhat entertaining, informative, something like that through this. If you guys would like more fan mails, emails down there so I can keep making these types of things, because these videos kind of depend on you guys to provide me with the subjects and content or whatever to make the video. So thanks for watching. See you later. And just stay awesome. Y'all are great. Appreciate all the support. And yeah, like if you like. If you want me to do more of these, go ahead and like that. I don't know why I'm rambling on here. I'm just going to start fading.